So just what is a book tasting anyway? Hey guys, it's me, Bloom. Sorry, that was really quiet and I don't know why. So I really wanted to do kind of a wrap up of what I read in February, which was I think about 17 books, which is really good for me. Like, I think before that my most was 15, but I still have to go back and do the math and find out how many I've actually read, because I had several different challenges. Anyway, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to talk about what I did yesterday, which is why I didn't get a video up like I wanted to. And what I did yesterday was called a book tasting. Now a lot of you are wondering, what is a book tasting? Like, do you actually taste books? And no, you don't. That is not what this is. What this is it's similar to speed dating, in that you have a limited amount of time in order to get to know each date. In this case, date is book. So what our hostess did is she read little excerpts and she marked them off with like an elastic band, and she's like, just read from this elastic band to this elastic band of, I think there were 16 different books, and we had the opportunity to have 6 of them. Some of them I had read before, so I had no problem saying don't need to read those again, and some of them I really didn't want to, but she encouraged me to, and I'm glad she did. Like, that's the whole point of the book tasting, is to read books you wouldn't have normally read, or read books that, you know, are a little bit outside your wheelhouse and get you out of kind of that comfort zone and get you reading more books. And some of the books that I recommended that she picked, and some of the books like I set aside an excerpt of, were chosen by other people, and when they were like, this is really good. And it was kind of cool to see like the little bit of you know, rapport that was going on with everything. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit about my experience. This was something I've never done before. It was so fun. I got to hang out with a whole bunch of ladies from my town. There were about, I think there were 6 of us. Everybody got a bookmark because I made them. I'll show pictures of them. I'll show kind of I'm going to try to do a voiceover. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try. And like, this is the page that we had, and you can see you have to rate each just like you would if you were speed dating. Not that I have any experience with that, but you kind of give a little bit of a rating and a final score, and it's really interesting. I'm trying to look for one that I actually gave a really high rating to, because I know there was one that I was surprised at that I got really excited by. This is it. And I honestly, I don't know why I was so interested in it, but it looks really good. So this is called The Princess of the Silver... See, can't even read my handwriting. I think it's Silver Woods, but I'm not entirely sure. It's Jessica Day George, and it's written like as a Little Red Riding Hood kind of story, and it's like a modern retelling. It's, well, not modern, but it's a retelling, and it's really fascinating. So of course you have to give your impression of the title, and it was an absolutely gorgeous title. It was beautiful and artistic. The flirting, which is like the blurb on the back, like, did it rope you in? Did it capture attention? Is it something that you'd want to keep reading? And the getting to know you part is the selected pages. And some of them admittedly I did not get a chance to read very much of, because either I was distracted by my phone, or there were too many pages marked off. Like, at one point they had like 45 pages marked off, and I couldn't finish them all. Like, there was no way, because you're given about 10 to 12 minutes with each book, and it was just, I'm all for 45 pages, probably not in 10 minutes. That seems a little fast to me in order to like actually absorb any part of the book. So I wrote, it's really good. I'm definitely consider taking this one out. The only problem, somebody checked it out. So that, like, and of course that's why you write the notes. That's why you find out what's the name of the book that you're interested in. And I think my lowest one was an 8. And I couldn't get it to hold my attention. Like, I'm pretty sure I read the same page like 4 or 5 times, and I'm just like, it looks really interesting. That was called Dragon's Keep by Janet Lee Carey, and it's about like this young princess who was born with a dragon finger. Like, it's a fascinating idea. And so her mom's trying to get her cured or get the curse broken to get her married off. And that's kind of the whole story. But I could not get into it. I don't know, it just couldn't hold my attention. So I was a little bit bummed. If you've read it and enjoy it, I'd love to hear your take on it. Like I said, I only had like 5-10 pages in the middle that it just didn't hold my attention. So maybe I read the wrong passage. Maybe it would be more interesting if I read more. Let me know in the comments, like, if it's a book that I should actually keep being interested in. Oh my goodness, I'm looking at all my, so then like, what was the one that I really liked? This one I was sure was a cozy mystery, like, just judging by the cover. What else? One is called Maternity Leave by Josie Halpern. Funny book. I actually wrote for the summary. I wrote so many flashbacks from me having my kids. It's crazy. But it was just like, it was just a fun idea, and like, there was coffee and there was snacks and there was drinks, and like, everybody who was there was super great and just really open about talking about what books interested them, what books didn't interest them. Like, it was really, really cool. And by the end of the night, we were all talking about Harry Potter and Mortal Instruments and, you know, all the other books that we've all read. So like, it's kind of cool that even though like one of the older ladies I think is in her 60s, and our youngest one was, I think, in grade 11 or 12. So we had like quite a range of people. It was really, really cool. So I totally recommend, if you get a chance to go, do it. It's so fun. It's such a great way to get out of your like comfort zone and just read and have fun. So that's kind of what I did this weekend. This is the bookmarks. You can't tell, but they're actually flamingos sitting there. This is me actually reading. It was so fun just to sit and read. Our librarian, and this is, you can kind of see other ladies reading. Oh, there's me. This is like, we were so enraptured. There was music playing. It was just really, really a pleasant evening. I had so much fun. So I think that's it for me. Support your local library, and we'll talk to you again hopefully on Monday. Bye-bye.